So the next part in this unit is about the smart system. So in the smart system, we'll start from the smart home. So we'll see what is smart home, uh, uh, what are how the smart home will be operated, or how the smart home will work, right? Then we'll see the smart meter. So in smart home we will see like how we can control the different home appliances, right? So appliances like some electrical electronics appliances like TV, fridge, uh, your uh, fan or tube light, some lighting. Also you can like open and close the curtain. You can uh, deal with the surveillance camera or the camera which you put for security purpose. You can also do the automation in the opening and closing the door. You can start the oven, or like you can search on the TV. You can talk to the you have a system in which you can talk, and directly you can give the command and they will perform a certain task, right? So that we'll see the smart home. Then the smart meter. So smart meter is like kind of a device which will continuously give you the readings or some parameter. It's like it's used for measurement purpose, right? So the one good example is like in our home house we have uh, the meter which will give you the reading for the power consumption, right? Whatever power, whatever electricity we are using for that, it is giving the reading. So after end of 1 or 2 months, the person from the electricity board will come to your house, and he will read the reading and he will make the bill for you, right? So that is a manual process, but uh, it is possible like to create such smart meter that directly read that reading and directly send the message to the controlling board, or like electricity board. They will using that reading, they will calculate the whatever money we have to pay. So they will send that bill by mail or maybe by message, text message, right? So that way you can put the automation that. So that kind of smart meter you can generate. For example, also like how we have the problem of like water shortage, right? So we can put the one meter which will measure like how much water you are consuming, or what is the your usage of the water, right? So based on that, governing body will know like in this area or this. Hello. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Right. So that kind of water, how much water we are consuming, that also we can measure, or we can make the smart meter for that, right? Then the smart mobility. So in that we will see like how we can make the better system for transportation, right? So that is the smart mobility. Then similar way, smart public safety. So some safety related devices, or the system, right? How we can make them the smart, or how we can make them automatic. Then smart sanitization. So you know like the situation like COVID, right? So that we need to do the sanitize, right? So that smart sanitization or sanitization, right? So that will see. Then smart security and surveillance. So the security and surveillance, like the camera we are using for security. So how we can make them automate, how we can control them automatically or from the distance, right? So this is about like how we can create the system smart. Smart means automatic, use them very comfortably, right? So we start smart home. So before we smart home, I'll show you one easily understand what is. So there is one video person starting like to the sleep, right? How smart utilize. Right, so you can see in the video like how a person control the appearance of or just Google, right? And Google will also like some just tell like Google the nights, right? So they will decision themselves. The smart refers to a convenient home setup. This can be automatically controlled internet connection use some other you can like in the smart home you or you will control it from you have you do not need touch some switch or some switch, right? So from the far distance you can, right? And the controlling is automatically, so from anywhere and at any time, and we are using the internet, right? So internet is necessary thing, right? So that in smart home we are using IoT, internet of things, right? And sometimes we will do by talking, and sometimes we'll do by using our mobile, so right? So controlling a single device, right? So most of the time we are using mobile, but sometimes you also use some other network device, right? Yeah, that you have seen the video, like there is one display and that display is talking like with the Google, right? So it's a kind of a display device. So most of the time we are using mobile, but it is not necessarily like always we are using mobile. Use some other network device. Means to control that should be connected with your controlling device, right? Through some network. So network it's necessary, right? Networking is necessary. So the smart home, sometimes also known as a home automation, right? So nowadays, like so many companies are working on that. So devices in the smart home are interconnected through the internet, right? And it will allow us, right, or allow the house owner, or allow the control the function such as to do some security, like to access to home, or to access some, like to enter the door, and such kind of security kind of function it's allowing. uh, like it's allow user to do the switching, right? Switching means turn on some home appliances like fan, light, refrigerator, oven, TV, audio player, some thermostat like AC, geyser or heater, water pump, right? Sometimes they will not like switching, but they are just scheduling some uh, task. So based on that, system will automatically start that task at scheduled time, and after some interval, as per the schedule, they will the system will stop that task, right? For example, uh, like you see in the video, like he has started to watering the in the garden, right? So that is not like once it start, it's continuously like watering the garden, right? You will set some time after 1 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes. After that, automatically it will stop. Sometimes smart home, like that kind of task also you can perform, like after end of like after your working time, when you are going to your home back, right? At that time, like uh, it's time of summer, then we know, like when you switch on the AC, it will take some 5 to 10 minute time to for cooling, right? uh, because your room temperature is high. So what you'll do, whenever you are some 5 minutes away from your home, right? From while you're driving, at that time you switch on the AC in your room. So when you reach to your room, the cooling of your room will become appropriate, right? So that way also you can use the smart home. So smart home provides security, comfort, convenience. Also, like they will save the energy. So energy efficiency they will providing, and because of that, it's cost saving, right? And so this all thing they are providing by allowing to control the smart devices, right? And most of the time by some smart home tech, right? Using in your mobile, or sometimes a network device like display, or some device like with which you can talk. So this smart home or home automation, we can say like it's one of the most common application of IoT. Smart home systems and device often operate together. They will share the consumer usage data among themselves, and they will automatically take the action, right? So automating the actions based on the homeowner's preference, right? So preference means it's habits, or it's scheduled timing, or like what every day he is giving the command, right? So based on that, they will do that automation. So some of these are through wireless or hardware system, right? So all the devices you can connect through wireless. Most of the time they are connected wirelessly, but you can also connect them through wire. So we can say smart home infrastructure consists of like in device, right? They are have the seamless integration of various device using some connecting or networking technology, right, for the communication. So it may be wired, it may be wireless, right? Uh, it's allowed easy use for system, right? In that we can all the different appliances, right? Uh, then smart home creates a highly personalized and the safe home space, right? So smart home means it will work according to some specific person. The specific, like if I will develop the smart home for me, then it will work according to me, right? According to my habit, according to my schedule, right? So it's create highly personalized environment and the safe home space, right? Uh, cooperation seriously including some, we can say like uh, some well-known companies, right? So they are already developed some smart devices, right, which you can use in smart home. So in such company are like General Electrical, Cisco, Google, Microsoft, right? So these all have some system they have developed which you can use for smart home, right? Like Google. So Google, like you can use Google Assist, right, to give the command. Then the Cisco, they have like if you've seen the advertisement of Cisco, right, they have the light change automatic that you can use in the smart home. They will change their intensity or brightness, the color, right? So many companies are working on the smart home, right? Uh, Last, I will see some example. Okay, uh, how smart homes work, right? So, so some physical object that can gather and share electronics information, right? So here it's as we have seen the definition, right? Uh, First point that it's networking of the devices, right? So through the network, what they will do, they will get the information, they will share the information of all the object or the devices connected in the network, right? Uh, so in smart home, like the devices are connected with each other and they can be accessed through one central point, and generally that central point is nothing but a smartphone. Generally, we will control a whole system by a smartphone or sometime a tablet or laptop or like a screen kind of thing, right? So, but in center you can see like it has one or two devices only, right? Uh, System is installed on mobile app or internet like the tablet kind of thing, right? With with whom you can talk, and the user can create the time schedule for certain changes to take effect, right? So that all things you can do by the mobile app, or you can directly talk to like uh, assist system, and they will perform the task after that schedule, right? Or at that schedule. Right, so it can be wireless, wired, sometimes both wired as well as wireless. So some smart home like some device wireless, some device are wired, right? So both wireless and wires uh, things are combined. If we'll specifically talk about wireless system, then it has advantage like it will install and it's eco-friendly. Like it will save the costing for like the wire, right? So somewhat and easy to install. But the disadvantage is like everything is like commanding signal, everything is going wirelessly, right? So your signals are in air, right? In the form of signal. So there is a chance of somebody can hack home, like they will some task, open the door, they will stop the CCTV camera, right? So that kind of thing happen in wireless system. And if we talk about the hardwire systems, then in a hardwire system, like it has the advantage, like it's difficult to hack, right? Wire, and it has disadvantages like you have to use the wire, right? So it will increase the cost, right? So the advantage is like it's more reliable and more difficult to hack, right? So that is the advantage, and expensive, that is the disadvantage of wired system. About how they if your system is wireless and how they are communicating with each other. So many smart home systems still run on extend or instinium, right? So these are the two, like technology, or we can say the protocol, right, which we use for communication. But nowadays the most popular technology are Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, right? So in smart home, when it's wireless, you find like they are work on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, right? Most of the time Wi-Fi, Bluetooth also very less, because Bluetooth have like some disadvantage, like its range, right? Uh, then Zigbee and Z, right? There's also the communication protocol. So all these all protocol we already studied in the unit of IoT internet. Communication protocols. So Zigbee and Z-Wave are two more protocols or two more technology, right? Which commonly used in home automation. Right? So these both kind of protocols use mesh network technology. So its topology is mesh, and they are short range, low power radio signals to connect the smart home. Right? So they are short range. Uh, so the range is like Z-Wave, the range of 30 meter, whereas the Zigbee range of 10 meter. So smart home, all the devices which you want to control, right? So they are connected through a network, and in the network you have a master controller, and using that master controller, all the devices are controlled, and the master is known as home hub. Right? So your most of the time the mobile application in your mobile, or a display or tablet, right, to which you are giving the command, right, or a speaker kind of thing, like Amazon Echo, right, Alexa. So you will give the command and it will perform the task. So that is nothing but the smart right? So it's a master through all the devices. Right? So the smart home is a hardware device that act as a central point of smart home system, and the device is able to sense, process, and communicate wirelessly. Right? So it can sense some physical parameter, or it has some other devices connected with that will sense parameter. Device itself has processing power, or maybe it is connected with some other device which have processing power or to process the data. It has the ability to communicate with wirelessly, right? Uh, the smart home hub combines all of these separate apps into a single smart home app that can be controlled remotely by the owner or homeowner, right? So the example of such smart home house in uh, is home, even hub pro, and smart things, right? So these are like some smart hub. So like you can connect the home appliances of your home using this technology, right? So these are on Google, right? And some these are the companies providing you the which provide the network and some devices like sensor, some smart hubs, right? Smart home hub, right? So from which you can create smart home. So smart home system can be created from scratch. For example, you can some ESP module like ESP3286 modems, some Arduino boards. You can right? This kind of company, right? You can create your own. So smart home, we are sometimes we use machine learning and artificial intelligence. Right? Learning and artificial intelligence is the extremely popular system, and the home automation application adapt to the end. So the thing which will some decision they will take themselves, right? The system will take some decision itself. So that is because of this machine learning and artificial intelligence, right? So for example, you in Amazon Echo or Google, so that like the system is activated. So you talk with the system, you give the command by your voice, right, and they will perform the task. So this device is Amazon Echo, the Home, or Google Assist. They contain the virtual assistant and personalize the smart home to the and the pattern. Right? So they will perform control the appliances based on these living, right? And for this they are using machine learning and artificial intelligence algorithms. Right? So in the smart home, like you have the communication network infrastructure, right? So networking thing is there. You have the smart home, so it's a kind of like intelligent management system, right? Uh, like dealing with the related appliances. We are measuring the temperature inside the room, and that you will switch on or switch off the AC or fan. You like open the window. So for that you have this. You should have the sensor. So sensor network is the integral part of smart home, and the last is smart feature and the automatic responses, right? So these are like the smart home aspects. Then why people are started to make smart home, right? So like smart home provides productive and cost effective environment. Smart home maximize the effectiveness of the occupants or owner, right? The smart home is efficient management with minimum lifetime cost of the hardware and facility. The smart home optimize structure, system, service and management, interrelation between the all three. So these all region people is like more and more smart, right? Then smart appliances nowadays come with the self-learning skill, right? And that is because of AI/ML, right? Machine learning and artificial intelligence. So they can learn the owner's schedule or the way of living and make adjustment as per needed, right? So as per the needed, they will do the adjustment. Smart home enables lighting control, so that will reduce the electricity, right? How sometimes like we we are tired because of that. We will not go to some other room where we'll feel we know like the light is on and no one is there. So because of that, the whenever your light is on, right, it will consume the electricity. So that will cause like tiredness. We have more electricity user. But if you're smart home, then from one place you can switch on or switch off any appliance, right? So because of that, you can save the electricity. Also, sometimes sometimes you have turn on AC, right, and you sleep in the night. So up to morning, your AC will remain on, right? So like if you're a smart system, then automatically like AC will switch off when the temperature of the room, whatever you set, uh, when the room will reach to that temperature, automatically AC will switch off. So it will save the energy, right? Similar way, like sometimes you will on the geyser in the bathroom like uh, for to make the hotter to get the hot water. Then sometimes like you don't know like up to what time you will switch on the you will keep the geyser on, so you will get that water, right? So sometimes you will on the geyser for more time, so that is also use more electricity, right? So if you use a smart home, you will use the devices now, then it definitely will reduce the your electricity use, right? And it will like benefit you. You will your electricity bill will reduce, right? So that way it will help you. Some smart home automation system alert the owner if some uh, motion is detected in the home, right? And they are present in the home, right? So in the system you can have the facility like they will send you the notification by calling. They will send you the notification by text message. Sometimes you can also have the facility like it directly call to some authority, some police department, right? So uh, immediately the action will taken, right? So that kind of security is possible through the smart home system. Then the owner can control all of the devices, right, from a single device, that is smartphone. And we know like nowadays everywhere will go with our smartphone. We can forget some other thing, but we never forget our smartphone. So if you have smartphone, then you can control anything, right? So that is also one reason why we are using more and more smart home, right? All the work are done more efficiently. User can get notification update on the issue in their home instantly, right? Uh, and this notification is like not only for security purpose, right? Sometimes uh, like some notification like if you have like you connect the refrigerator with your smart system, then if somebody's sorry, something is not available, or like you have you, in your fridge, like you need milk, right? And if milk will finish, then it will send you the notification like, now you need to purchase the milk, right? So that way it also send the notification. uh, it's allowed owner to see and communicate with the people, like the system smart door message. So like if somebody is there, then they can communicate with them, like why they come here, who are there, right? So that kind of communication also help. So some of the smart home technology are like smart lighting system. So in smart, right? So it is not like, so smart home is everything you have compulsory you have to connect with the system. The Cisco is providing the smart light. So like you install that light in your room. So only in your room that light will work automatically work, right? The brightness will change depends on the sunlight or the lighting condition inside the room, right? So it is not compulsory that all the devices are all the devices in your home must connected with the smart home. Right? Some different smart systems you can use. So similar, same way smart lighting systems. So these systems are able to control the remotely and the customize uh, the light, right? So one such example is like you from Philips, right? So Philips is a company and they are also providing kind of smart lights, right? So this light can detect when the owner are in the room and adjust the lighting required. Like if it is a night time, so they will give the full brightness. If it's evening, then the brightness is somewhat means they will make the light dim, right? So intensity they will reduce. If it's fully daytime, then no need of light, so they will switch off the light. So that is light systems are there. Then smart light bulbs, right? So it's similar to the smart lighting system and the smart light bulb. Both are the almost same. Right? And smart thermostat. So thermostat means like some devices you operate in your house based on the temperature inside the room, right? So in that you can include fan, AC, geyser, right? So such smart thermostat. So it's a kind of like a device similar to like you can feel like a speaker kind. The outer look is like speaker, right? I'll show you in the last. So uh, a smart thermostat will deal with the appliances which are work based on temperature, right? So one company Nest, right, or a device Nest. If you have observed in the video I have shown you, right, in that they have one device and that it is written Nest. So Nest is the product name or a device, and that is from the Nest Labs. So it's a kind of a smart uh, thermostat, right? So that will come with integrated Wi-Fi, and it will allow user to schedule, monitor, and remotely control the home temperature. Right? Then this kind of smart thermostat also learn from the owner's behavior, right? And they will automatically modify the setting to provide the owner with maximum comfort and efficiency. Right? So they will like learn this person need the AC at some 20 degree in the night. In the morning, it's need 30 degree, like that, right? So based on habit or the way the owner is living, right? So based from their behavior, the system will this kind of smart thermostat will learn. Also, they can report energy use, right? So what energy is used, and remind users to change the filter or some that kind of thing, right? Then smart TV. So smart TV connect to the internet to access the content through the applications such as on-demand video and music, right? So such kind of smart TVs are also available, like LG, Samsung, right? Mm, some smart TVs also include the voice or gesture recognition. Right? You just directly tell them to search this particular video or search this movie, and they will search that, or you will tell them to play a song, right? Like Alexa Echo, sorry, Amazon Echo. Then the smart lock. So using smart lock, you can like when you have seen the in that video, when you leave the home, they will lock the door, right? And when you will come to the house, they will automatically open. Or when you are like you have uh, you have parked your car in some parking, in that you have door also, right? So when you have to take the car out of that, you have to manually open the door. But if you have this kind of smart lock, then when you are inside the car, at that time only you can open the door. And when when you're when your car is out of that garage or out of that parking slot, right, automatically in the car only you can close the door, right? So that kind of smart lock you can use. So that will allow user to grant or deny the access to visitor also, uh, for them also, right? They will control that. Smart lock can also detect when the residents are near and unlock the door themselves, right? Then smart security camera. So using that, the house owner can monitor their homes when they are away or on vacation, right? For that, they will use some smart motion sensor, right? And the sensors able to identify the difference between the resident visitor, if they have some pet like cat or dog, right? And notify the authority is they will find some unusual thing or some suspicious behavior is detected, right? Then in the kitchen, if we'll talk about the kitchen, then kitchen appliances, then we can have the smart coffee maker. So in that, like you will tell the system to make the coffee, so they will make a coffee automatically. Or sometimes you will program the time, like at 9 a.m. it will make the coffee, so it will make on the scheduled time. Then the smart refrigerator, so that will keep the track of the expiry dates which are we have placed inside the they will track the expiry date of the food item, right, which you place inside the refrigerator. They will make the list of the shopping, like what is there, what is available or what is not available, right? They can even create the recipe based on the whatever ingredient currently available inside the fridge, right? uh, Using the smart home technology, you can like take care of the pet, right? So you will play attach some devices with your pet, so they will automatically give you the feed, right? Then you can also do the gardening, so house plant and lawns can be watered by uh, connected devices. Like if you have timer, then you can set the timer, otherwise from distance location you can uh, start that watering, right? uh, in laundry room, like you can install, you can make the washing machine and dryer smarter, right? Most of the this washing machine is like mm, it's already somewhat smarter, right? It has like timing, it will take the decision like up to this time they have to wash, depends on the type of the cloth, they will increase the time of the washing, right? So that kind of system is already there. After one process they will start the drying and everything is there, right? But still you can make more smarter, and you can add this device, this electronics device with your existing or with your the other appliances in your home, right? Then household system monitor, you have the monitors, they may like sense and electric surges, like some kind of short circuit will happen, right? So they will find that, or they will sense that, and they will turn off the appliances immediately. They will also sense like if some water failure is there, so they will freeze that particular pipe and turn off the water supply, so like your house will not flooded, right? uh, okay, so just 5 minutes, okay, then I'll finish. So some example of this kind of smart home, so one is the Google Nest. So you can see like Google is providing home automation system. You can, by that you can connect the homes in home you can connect the smart thermostat, wireless speaker, light, bulbs, right, and many more things. So Google is providing that. Then some other smart home devices like smart bulb, so that is provided by Philips Hue, you can see in the picture, right. Then the Kasha, right, so they have like TP-Link HS220, so that is like a kind of system that you can use for controlling the light, for dimming, switch on, switch off, and they are compatible with Alexa and Google Assist, right. So it's a kind of a device, it's kind of, you can say, the smart home hub, right. Then the smart thermostat, so ecobee, that is one kind of smart thermostat, right. So it's one example. Many companies are producing or making this smart thermostat. You can see in the picture, which is 72 digit is written, right, uh, which is in the left side bottom. Then smart kitchen, in that kind of oven, like that is charbroil digital electric smoker deluxe, right. So you can see that is on the right side bottom. So it's a kind of oven in which you can control the temperature, right. Or you can switch on, switch off, so some more features it have, right. So that all are, you can include the smart home devices. Then for security we have like one example is Netgear Arlo Q. So it's a kind of a camera. If you install it, it's continuously giving you the feed. If something will happen, you can do some settings such a way, like if some suspicious thing find, then they will give the alert message. Then the smart plug, so the connect sense smart outlet, so it's a smart plug in which, like, you can, whatever device you attach with this plug, right, you can switch on or switch off from the remote place, right. Or you can set the timer, like if you put you're boiling the water using immersion board, then you can set the timer, like after 10 minutes it will switch off. So automatically after 10 minutes it will switch off the tap lines, right. Maybe like generally when we put our mobile from the charging, if we'll put for more time, then there is a chance like your battery will uh, like uh, uh, it's became like it's damaged, right. So in that, like, you can put the timer like after 2 hour or 3 hour, you, the charging will stop, right. So that kind of thing you can perform using smart plug. Then the EcoVac deboot N79S, right. So that's a vacuum cleaner that is work by your voice, like you will come give the command and it will work, right. Then the smart TV, so LG AI ThinQ, it's a kind of a smart TV, right. So what is smart TV already discussed. So this is about smart home. We'll finish here. Tomorrow we will see some more smart system. Okay, any question?